Easter is looking nicer than it is today. So thankfully, we're going to get rid of this storm just in time for a great weekend. A time lapse showing how we've been kind of in and out of the clouds, and you'll get this burst of snow. That was this morning. We're not going to see any more of that. And then, of course, some blue sky, and you can see even more of that happening now. A live look here from Ensign Peak. We're clearing everything out, paving our way to a beautiful weekend. But before it gets here, the temperatures are really going to drop tonight. This morning, a cold start. Tonight will be slightly colder, anywhere from 1 to 5 degrees colder in northern Utah, and potentially even more cold air moving in down into southern Utah. We're already in the mid-30s in Cedar City. So bundle up for tomorrow morning, and then the warm-up arrives. 31 in Evanston, 41 in Vernal, 57 down in St. George currently. Skies, again, mostly cloudy, but we are breaking the clouds up a bit in northern Utah, and even the showers down in south central Utah are slowing down. They'll continue to roll out. If you do have plans to hit the national parks this weekend, we are going to be looking at chillier conditions on Saturday versus Sunday, but we will have some beautiful weather to enjoy. 50s for Arches on Saturday, and then we're in the 60s by Sunday. Same thing for Canyonlands, Capitol Reef, 50s to 60s. Bryce Canyon's a little bit colder here. And then at Zion, we're talking highs back into the 70s. Today, we've seen rain and snow in that area. It's been a very cold one. So once we get through tomorrow morning, we will see a nice little warm up. Easter Sunday, in fact, at 8 a.m., we'll be in the middle to upper 40s. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be in the middle to upper 30s. So we do a good 10-degree jump between tomorrow and Sunday. By noon Easter Sunday, upper 50s, and then we're in the mid-60s by afternoon. So it's going to be just a beautiful Easter, and actually technically a little bit above average temperature-wise. This storm, though, is going to head east. That's where all the stormy weather is going to head, and we're going to have drier conditions moving in for the weekend. That said, we will have a few systems going by to our north, which will bring in some cloud cover early Sunday and then again on Monday. Tonight, we're clearing out. A chance for a few showers tomorrow morning down the southeast corner. Tomorrow night, some cloud cover in northern Utah, but most of the shower activity is going to stay to the north, so we're not going to get any precip out of this one. And then Sunday afternoon, beautiful. By Monday, we have a little bit more unsettled weather moving in. That'll bring in some spotty light rain. Tough to even measure the rain. We got significant shower activity out of this last storm. This will be very wimpy and far weaker in comparison. Your forecast for tomorrow, we start in the mid-20s for Nephi and Delta, so it is cold out there. Down in Cedar City, we're down into the low 20s tonight. 20 in Beaver, down into the teens for Loa and Panguitch. St. George down to 41 tonight, then 70 tomorrow. Upper 70s Easter Sunday, and then mid-80s next week. Northern Utah down to 24 in Cache Valley. Heber in the low 20s tomorrow morning. For the Wasatch Front, we'll have high temperatures again in the mid to upper 50s, but our low tonight in the 20s and low 30s. So not a hard freeze, but we will see freezing temperatures. Airports at 33, so really close. And then Easter Sunday, 67 the high. Next week, by Tuesday, we're already jumping back up 10 degrees above average, low to mid 70s for the rest of the week. Gorgeous weather ahead.
We go swimming next week.
It looks like it, I know. Skiing today, swimming next week.
Not bad.
That is in Utah.